Brought to you by WikiVidi.com. Some Kind of Wonderful film. Some Kind of Wonderful is a 1987 American romance film starring Eric Stoltz, Mary Stuart Masterson, and Lea Thompson. It is one of several successful teen dramas written by John Hughes in the 1980s, although it was directed by Howard Deutch rather than Hughes. Plot. The film is set against the strict social hierarchy of an American public high school. Blue-collar mechanic Heath Nelson and his tomboyish friend Watts, who has been subjected to vicious rumors that she is a lesbian, aspire to improve their social standing. When Keith asks out the most popular and attractive girl in school, Amanda Jones, Watts realizes her feelings for him are much deeper. Watts tells Keith that Amanda will appreciate a good kisser, and shows Keith how to kiss. Whereupon Keith is confused by his romantic feelings for both girls. He later uses his college fund, with Watts in tow, and selects a pair of earrings for Amanda. Meanwhile, Hardy Jens, Amanda's narcissistic ex-boyfriend from a wealthy neighborhood, plots trouble for Keith by inviting him and Amanda to a party after their date. Hardy jealously plans to have Keith beaten up. Keith finds out about the plot, believing Amanda to be part of it, but goes ahead with the date anyway, spending the rest of his college money on an expensive dinner and roping in Watts to help make the date special. At Jens' party, the timely arrival of other misfits saves Keith from taking a beating. Keith also tells Jens off by reminding him that no matter what happens, that his narcissism and vindictive ways have done nothing but prove what an insecure and pathetic person he really is, and he feels nothing but pity for him because of it. The misfits attempt to turn the tables and beat Jens instead. Keith tells Jens he is over her, and Amanda slaps Jens' face. In the end, Amanda decides that she needs to learn to stand on her own, find out who she is, and make real friends. She returns the earrings that Keith gave to her. Keith, pleased with the result, and realizing that he is in love with his best friend, bids Amanda goodbye with a kiss on the cheek, after she urges him to go after Watts. Keith catches up to Watts, and they kiss, whereupon Keith confesses to Watts that he had no idea how she really felt about him. Keith then gives Watts the earrings after she admitted that she wanted them the whole time. And Keith jokes that Watts knew she was going to get them, and she says that she hoped, but that she didn't know. Watts asks Keith how they look, and he replies, "You look good wearing my future." Production. Hughes was personally not happy with the ending of Pretty in Pink and decided to rewrite the story, even asking Howard Deutch to direct the new film. Hughes also wanted Molly Ringwald to play the female lead role, but she declined in order to pursue more adult roles. Hughes took it personally, and this led to the end of the working relationship. Thompson had originally turned down the role, but changed her mind when the role was offered to her a second time after the film she had just starred in, Howard the Duck, spectacularly flopped. Hughes named the three main protagonists as an inside joke tribute to the Rolling Stones. Reception. Rotten Tomatoes gives the film an 80% critic rating based on 35 reviews. Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times praised the film, calling it worthwhile and entertaining. Janet Maslin of the New York Times stated that Some Kind of Wonderful is the much improved, recycled version of the Pretty in Pink story. Richard Schickel of Time, however, criticized the film for being unrealistic. Masterson's performance was singled out for praise by several critics. Thank you for watching. Brought to you by WikiVidi.com. Please like and subscribe below. Please like and subscribe below.